Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a heated debate that's been making waves in Alaska and beyond. The topic? A federal judge's decision to allow a massive land transfer to the state, potentially opening up a remote Arctic region for mining and development. This move has sparked intense reactions from conservation groups and Alaskans alike. So, let's break it down and explore the implications. Music plays. First things first, let's set the scene. The land in question spans 1.4 million acres and lies along the Dalton Highway, near Coldfoot, north of the Yukon River. It's part of the Dalton Utility Corridor and includes the route for the proposed Alaska LNG pipeline. Now, here's where things get interesting. The Trump administration, through the Department of the Interior, has tentatively approved this land transfer to Alaska, citing support for the Ambler Road project and the Alaska LNG megaproject. But here's the catch: conservation groups and some Alaskans are up in arms. They argue that this transfer removes crucial federal protections for subsistence hunting and weakens environmental safeguards. The Ambler Road proposal, in particular, is seen as a threat to wilderness areas and the wildlife that call them home. It's designed to open up a mining district rich in critical minerals, which has raised concerns about the potential impact on clean water and wildlife habitats. Now, let's talk about the legal battle. Trustees for Alaska, representing the Northern Alaska Environmental Center and 9 other groups, filed a lawsuit in March. They argued that the transfer violates laws like the National Environmental Policy Act, claiming it lacks transparency and public input. The groups also highlighted the potential for mining claims, road building, and industrial activities which could have devastating consequences for the region. Enter Judge Aaron Peterson, a former natural resources attorney with the Alaska Department of Law. He was nominated by President Donald Trump and confirmed by the Senate in February. In his ruling, Judge Peterson dismissed portions of the lawsuit, denying the request for a preliminary injunction. He stated that once lands are tentatively approved, Alaska holds all right, title, and interest to them. However, he also noted that the remaining 700,000 acres have not been tentatively approved and require an additional request from the state for action. So, what does this mean for Alaska and the environment? Well, it's a complex issue. On one hand, the state argues that this land transfer is crucial for economic development and securing access to promised lands. Governor Mike Dunleavy expressed relief at the decision, emphasizing the state's efforts to regain control of the land. On the other hand, conservationists and local communities fear the loss of federal oversight and the potential for irreversible damage to the region's natural resources. They argue that the rushed decision prioritizes short-term industrial interests over long-term stewardship and public process. Andy Modrow from the Alaska Wilderness League and Crystal Lapp from the Northern Alaska Environmental Center have voiced their concerns, highlighting the harm to communities closest to these lands. In my opinion, this case raises some deeper questions about the balance between economic development and environmental protection. It's a delicate tightrope walk, and the outcome will significantly impact the future of Alaska's wilderness and its residents. What do you think? How do you balance the need for development with the preservation of our natural world? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more insightful content. See you next time.